Joining us now, the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Soul is Robert Clancy, and he's going to talk to us, I guess, how to shine, Robert?
Absolutely, Mark. It's one of the biggest things that I always think about, and today's inspirational thought is, boldly step out of the shadows, for it is truly the only way you may shine in all of your light. And, why hold back on everything you are and everything you're meant to be? Quite often I find people that don't step out of the shadows are lacking that courage to do so. And, I would agree. It's not comfortable to stay, it is comfortable to stay in the shadows. It's not comfortable to get out there. But in order to reach your true success, you have to dance in the light. Are you working on your tan, Mark?
I am working on my tan, but I'm using SPF like 942. What I see happening to people is that they're so talented, they're so bright, they have so much to offer, but they're afraid. And
Absolutely.
They hold themselves back.
Right. And that's the number one crippling thing is it takes that courage to step out. And sometimes you have to put yourself out there to realize that is where the sun is. And it's not bad. You got suntan screen so you can get through it. But
Absolutely.
That's where you're going to be successful. It is.
We're going to all shine with Robert Clancy, the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Soul. And we appreciate him very much. We will talk to him again next week. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
Late Night Health continues. We're going to talk with Isabella Cuda and her mom, Nicole. Isabella joined us about a month and a half ago, and we so enjoyed having her that we thought we'd have her back. Isabella is the youngest person I believe we have talked to in the 4 years of our show. She is a star of a motion picture called Eternal Salvation. It's an official selection in the 2016 International Christian Film Festival coming up, and of course, Easter is just around the corner, so it seemed to me that it would be a great time to reconnect with our friend Isabella. How are you, Isabella?
I'm great. How are you?
Terrific. What have you been up to? What's new?
Well, I've done a lot of auditions for pilots. I'm hoping I can get one of those. I do golf a lot, twice a week. I do dance. I do a lot of stuff during the week.
Wow. Hey, maybe you could, listen, when you audition, you get a role, maybe you could say, hey, maybe Mark could come and be my dad on the show.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay, you could try that,
Maybe grandfather.
Maybe grandfather, yes. You're 10 years old now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the role. It's grandfather. Would you say that you're pretty much an average 10-year-old kid? You're dancing, you're doing some extra things because you're performing and acting, but you hang out with your friends, you play video games sometimes. Would you say you're an average, normal kid?
Well, maybe sometimes, because some of my other friends do stuff that I can't really do because of my back surgery, because I was born with spina bifida occulta and a tethered spinal cord.
And what are the kinds of things that you can't do? I mean, a lot of people can't even walk when they have that kind of...
But I can't really do push-ups. I can't do, curl-ups. I can't do trampolines.
Because it'll hurt?
Yeah, because they're afraid that I might do something to my back.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I can't do push-ups either. I want you to know that. And I didn't have spina bifida. Curls I could do, and I think I would get seasick on a trampoline. So I just thought I would share that with you. Can you tell me what spina bifida is? Do you know?
Well, I don't know, but my mom knows.
And we're going to talk to your mom in just a couple of moments. Dr. Ben Carson, who's a Republican presidential hopeful, operated on you, right?
Well, yeah, I was hoping he was going to go to Super Tuesday, but no, he didn't.
He didn't. You voted for him, though, right?
Well, my mom would have.
And what's he like, does he, one-on-one? Do you remember?
No, not really. But I went to his book signing once, and he was, really nice, and he didn't let anyone else take a picture with him besides me.
That's really neat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about video games? Do you like video games?
Well, not really,
Oh, a 10-year-old who doesn't like video games. This is a miracle.
Well, yeah, I don't really like ones where you have the controls. I usually do Wii, though.
Which
I love
one?
Wii and dancing with Just Dance.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense. What about, do you have your own cell phone?
Yes, I do.
So do you text friends and your parents and stuff?
Yeah, I do a lot, often.
The reason I ask that is because I can't figure out how, I don't have big thumbs. Do I, Daryl? No, I don't have big thumbs, but I can't hit all the keys right. When I type on a computer, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Well, phone is just harder, but it's easier because there's autocorrect, but sometimes the autocorrect gets it wrong. So I'm just like, darn you, autocorrect.
Yes, I say the same thing about autocorrect.
I'm sure you do.
Yes, and those are exactly, darn you, autocorrect. That's exactly what I say. Our guest is the star of Eternal Salvation. It's up for some major awards with the 2016 International Christian Film Festival, and we already have a Isabella Cuda a page on our website, and you can go there, and there's directions on how you can go to the film and actually view it. If you go to Late-Night-Health.com, Late-Night-Health.com. Well, let's talk to your mom a few minutes, okay? And we'll talk to you maybe after our break, okay? We'll come back to you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. We're waiting for Nicole now, Isabella's mom. Are you there, Nicole?
Yes, I'm here.
And I got to tell you, why you don't have 25 more kids just like Isabella? I mean, she is cute and she's talented and outgoing. Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We wanted to have more kids, but after what we've been through with her, all those weeks at the hospital, that aged us years. And I want to say we aged 10 years during those weeks at the hospital with her when she had her surgeries.
I can't imagine. Can you tell us when, your mom, you're excited, and out pops the baby? When did they tell you there was a problem?
Right after she was born, and I had done all the tests possible, and I had a very healthy pregnancy. I did have gestational diabetes, but a lot of women have. So,
yes.
But I had a very healthy pregnancy, and we did all the ultrasounds, and everything was fine, and we had no idea, until right after she was born. They're like, "Oh, something is not right, we gotta and they whisked her away in another room, and we just we didn't know what to think. It was really frightening. And then they came back and they said, "Yeah, there's something wrong with her spine."
What always gets me is when doctors come back, because they have it wrong. They said they say your daughter tests positive for whatever, rather than your daughter tests negative. I think it's backwards, and it would be very confusing, and especially, your hormones are still raging, hours after giving birth. Your husband, your partner is excited, and now you have this this problem. How did you go through it? How did you make it?
Well, at first we were just kind of in shock. It was like, what do you mean there's something wrong? Like everything, they said everything was fine, And then, they brought her back to, they cleaned her up and they took her right up to X-ray and then they brought her back and we could definitely tell there was something was not right with her back, So it looked like she had a big, like, bullet hole in her lower back, Luckily, she was born with Spinal Bifida occulta, which is the mildest form of Spinal Bifida. Like the Spinal Bifida, the worst type of Spinal Bifida is when the baby's born with an open back, right?
Oh,
where the spine is actually exposed. Nowadays, I think they can, if they see it on an ultrasound or through, whatever tests they do nowadays. This was 10 years ago, so I'm sure they're even more advanced nowadays.
They could probably, I wonder if they're doing,
they can do surgery in utero, from what I've heard. Yes, they can do surgery in utero. But
if they had discovered the problem, the spina bifida, and said we can go in and correct this in utero, would you have done that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it's hard to say now because everything turned out so fine, so I'm not sure if I want it. I guess it depends what the risk would have been,
I know that's a woulda, shoulda, coulda, but I'm curious because some people don't want to do that. Some people want to wait, and I know, what I would do. I would have opted for that, with my children.
Yeah. Most likely, whatever it takes, right, to have a healthy baby. That's what you do.
We want 10 toes and 10 toes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we are talking with Nicole Cuda and also Isabella Cuda about spina bifida, and also about the movie that this young lady is in, and much kudos to her and to you being named an official selection of the 2016 International Christian Film Festival. When we come back, we're going to talk some more with Nicole, and we'll say goodbye, of course, to our friend Isabella, who's going to start bringing me on auditions. So we're going to take some time out. Check us out at Late-Night-Health.com, Late-Night-Health.com. We'll be back. Don't go away.